And welcome back to Couple Movie Watchers. Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to discuss Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 2, or Episode 9, depending on where you're watching this particular episode at. They might have it numbered differently, but we're going to say it's Season 2, Episode 9, just for the sake of this video. And it's called Infiltrating the Entertainment District. So that's the name of the episode. Man, it was a good one. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to hear more anime reviews, box office results, and more. So let's get started when it comes to Demon Slayer. Man, I really love this anime. It's definitely one of my favorite animes in a long time. I will put it in there as maybe a top 5 anime of all time. You know what? Definitely top 10, but definitely top 5 because right now it's like that recent bias. But let's talk about Demon Slayer, the new episode. So one thing I like about this episode is it's kind of like a break from all the heavy stuff from the last couple of episodes because a lot of people have been dying. So this one right here is kind of like a back to just the fun stuff when it comes to Demon Slayer. Like, you go through all the seriousness, the heartbreak. Now it's time to just kind of somewhat relax, but also keep moving the story forward. So I love this episode because it's all about one, it was fun to watch. Two, just like the title says, infiltrating the entertainment district. It's kind of like you're doing like stealth moves. So they're more so in an environment they never really been in before. But before we go there, let's start from the beginning of the episode. I thought it was cool to kind of see Tengen calling himself the god, and Tanjiro kind of question, well, the god of what, right? Well, you say you're a god, but specifically, what type of god are you? And a lot of people don't even ask those questions, which was a good one. He kind of talks about he's the god of festives and blah, blah, blah. And as he explaining, all this stuff, uh, Onusuke, he says, well, I'm glad to meet you. I'm the king of the mountains. And at the end of the day, anybody can give anybody their own title. And then Tenji's like, what? That's just weird. And Zenitsu's like the only guy that's like, man, both of these guys are weird. But you can give your title, you give yourself any title that you want, and it's kind of funny that Tenjin thought it was weird that Inosuke called himself king of the mountains, but he's calling himself a god. So those interactions between all four of the characters in the beginning was kind of funny. It was cool. Something I definitely like to see. And then when they get into the entertainment district, I like that because it's a different environment from what they've really been in. They've been in the city like once before, but this is kind of like the Vegas um, of the Demon Slayer world. So I thought this was kind of cool to see them in this like big city, bright lights. You can kind of see that they're more like country folks, especially Zenitsu and Inosuke. They're not really used to that city vibe. And actually, I don't think they were in the city when Tanjiro was in the city. So this might be actually their first time in the city. Because I remember in season one, Tanjiro was in the city with the medicine lady, but they weren't actually there. It was mainly just Tanjiro and his sister. So yeah, so this is their first time in a big city like that. So that was kind of key. That's why they kind of got out the cart once they arrived and just seen everything, the bright lights. It was all new to them. And it's kind of cool to kind of see a developing kind of country where you kind of have like the two sides of you still have the countryside, but you also have like the bright lights of the city, as the world is developing before our eyes in this Demon Slayer world, which makes it the perfect place for demons to kind of hide out because it is a night city. So we find out the reason why they're there because Tenjin, he's looking for his wives. His wives are missing. That's the main reason why everybody's at that place. He's married to 3 women, which Zenitsu is kinda jealous of, uh, Makio, Suma, and Hanasura Suru. So, he's married to 3 women, and obviously, Zenitsu, he has no women. He's like a if you ever watch X-Men, he kinda reminds me like a Nerdy's Gambit in a sense, but that's not neither here or there. But I thought it was cool to kind of see the interaction between all the characters. So they have to infiltrate these kind of like brothels, and Tenjin kind of like sends them off to like different places, so they have to kind of dress up as women. And it's funny like that. Even without the makeup, people don't realize that they're actually guys, but it's just a funny situation. But overall, the episode was really good. They infiltrate the situation, and I think this is gonna be really good because one thing I've noticed, like, unlike some of the other Hashira, they don't respect this guy yet, like the last guy. Um, I feel like this one he's gonna have to kind of earn the respect because off the bat there's been tension because he tried to take those girls in the last episode without warning. So there is tension there. But I think over time they're gonna kind of bond and really he's gonna really get the respect towards the end. Hopefully he doesn't die like the last Hashiro, but we'll see. You know, he's definitely a different type of guy when it comes to his personality, his style, and that's another good thing about the Hashiras. They're all different, right? They all have a different personality. So we get to see what's going to happen here. At the end of the episode, Onusuke, he finds one of the wives, or he's about to find one of the wives because one of the wives are getting intelligent and she's getting questioned, which I thought was cool too. Because typically, one thing that's another good thing about this anime. It doesn't have to be Tanjiro who's discovering everything. It could be someone else. Tanjiro doesn't have to beat the bad guys all the time, even though he's the main character. Some of the load is carried by some of the other characters as well. Because if this was like Dragon Ball, Inosuke would never be the villain. Like he'll just be like the guy who's always getting beat up. But Inosuke, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, they all kind of can hold their own, even though we know Tanjiro is the main guy. They're all powerful in their own right, even though Hashiras have their own level of power. That's what makes Demon Slayer so special is the writing, how they built this world. And this episode was, I would say, it's more like a breather to kind of get away from the heavier stuff, but you can see it's going to kind of build, and it's going to be crazy by the end of it, like pretty much all the episodes end up being. But overall, great episode. Let me know your thoughts below. How did you like this episode? Did you watch it yet? Are you even a Demon Slayer fan? If you're a Demon Slayer fan, smash the like button, man. Share your love for the show because I love hearing other people's thoughts and opinion about the show. Let's really get engaged with this season because Demon Slayer is a dope anime, and we would love to talk to Demon Slayer fans about the episode because it's just so dope. All right, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. Peace.